Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC.
Was good sh. Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Orlando Sentinels and the Chicago Bears. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Fire down these two. Hey, defense, let's go. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 53 yards.
First down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Shift. Check motion.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. He's got the first down inside the 10. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Good job.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's get some penetration.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Second out. Right. 622. She runs.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Love. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Go ahead.
They'll run it with Bell. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Not today, baby, not today.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Middle. Right. 622.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. Complete to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Strip that ball.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They're going to go for it here on fourth. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there.
Check, check. Mexico, Mexico, check. Hey, check.
Here we go on fourth. Luck. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear
This
first
is the
down.
most sweaty shit I've ever seen while all both need to get a life
You
faggot.
visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Check up. 1-6-3-7. 58 the mic. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now a first down carry by Bell.
Baby, you ain't got the key to this one.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of the shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Switch. Hey, Alpha. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the right.
From the 24, Luck. That's complete. It's Bell. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
And 58 is a Mike. Go 58
On third
Why
down,
are you so
here's
hard
Bell.
on? I getting
Well, this is going to
HIV/AIDS
depend
from
on the
watching
spot,
this.
but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down.
Hey, high 7.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Bears first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Let us go, no teeth.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
12.
Now Luck.
Blue down.
This one into the hands of Burton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play.
I don't think I have ever seen something more fucking boring and sweaty in my life.
Way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
If you throw one more check down, I swear.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next
Thanks,
level
Chief.
because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. The decision to go for it on fourth has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on fourth down. They snap it to Luck. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marvin Jones there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
From watching this shit.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
3 down. Check. 15. Topper. Out. Shift.
Hey, 57.
Now here's Mahomes. That's complete to John Ross. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Check curls. 51's the mic.
He locking you up, no cheat.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script.
I am actually pissed off that he threw that out route. I actually want to kill No Teeth so hard. He is so bad at this game and all he does is bail out.
7-7, our score after 1.
Bail out.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Bring it up. Hey, here we go. No. Off. Check the backer. You.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Room here to run. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for the touchdown. Philip Lindsey, 50 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Skilled.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Play to win. Let's go.
Imagine still sweating Madden. Hard work pays off. Emoji face with steam from nose.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears
YRYL
offense.
playing
They
on
trail a
1-0
one-score
quarters.
deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
They're still playing the bonus game and imagine playing comp.
Now it's Luck. Flushed out right. He's got Burton here.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Emoji robot face.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is Bell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
12.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert.
Imagine grinding franchise though.
Jones has it. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Let's go.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event,
My eyes are actually bleeding from watching how fucking garbage YL are both.
You got tight right there.
Hey, check.
On 2nd and 12, Luck. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bell. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Do you guys only throw
That call
out
makes
reads?
sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run it with Bell, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Yellow.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Orlando.
Yellow. 180.
Mike 50. Here we go, D. Here I come. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Mahomes now on first down, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Good stuff. Keep doing
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he's going to get
Nice,
this
Archie.
inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Hey, zoom.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, 58's the mic, 58.
Now a first down throw. Lock. Connecting with Burton here over the middle.
Are you
And he
actually
takes it
from
down
Germany?
to the
That's what
10-yard
Arjun told us.
line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
He also
Back-to-back
told us
good
you were a
plays have
strict
them on the
Nazi.
move on first down.
Check.
Back.
Let's go, Mexico. Ready.
On first down,
Here we go,
it's
D.
Bell.
Here I come again.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
SOS, SOS, SOS. 43, 43. Check. 15.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one.
This kid has ran the ball 1 5 times before halftime in a Madden game.
Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
50's the 43. Echo. We own them. Hey, check. Mike.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to throw. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch it.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
On 1st down, Lindsey. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
43, 15. 13.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal.
And this one is right down Broadway. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Should have been a fumble.
From the gun, here's Locke. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Tyrone Crawford able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Turn it up. Slam.
Quo.
6.
Here's Locke. Flush to his right. Caught by Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Yeah, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
They'll run on first down. Bell, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I heard stretches are the cures to depression.
Here we go again. 11 Z. Alert 3.
Here's Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing is Locke. Flushed out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's Lindsey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the
Imagine
game.
not
So he's
being
really
able
made
to
his
kick it
presence
off.
felt in this one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Even, yellow, 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 yellow.
Even. Hey, why? Who? Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
No, you're tight right.
Mahomes now to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Switch.
Take 4, take 4.
They'll try and run for him with Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Rush in.
15.
Mike 51.
I got him. Go, Mike.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Going deep downfield for... Oh, this is taken in, it's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's a touchdown right
John
there.
Ross, 53 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Bears 10. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 20.
Here we go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking downfield for Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Bengals win our
Cameron
replay.
Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Mahomes. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They get 11 back on that one.
We
It
will
leads
play
to 3rd
tomorrow.
down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. A good
So
chance this is 4-down
SWLOL.
territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
Yellow, 180. We ain't giving up nothing today.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
His throw incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Banjo. Wide. Get high.
On second down now.
Anyone want
It's Lindsey.
9-7
They'll wind up getting
Gronkowski?
4 down to the 36.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Yes, please
They'll need to
me.
get it to the 30
Yes,
for a
me.
first. This is third down.
64, weak.
I want him so bad.
Check the call.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have
He
not
is
been
my
aware of the
favorite
numbers.
player.
I think he lost track of the
Please.
time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
A receiver in a first or a safety in a first.
Hey, attack.
Let's get the ball. He's checking. Crash.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Who just give Mahomes at this point?
Here we go.
After the interception, it's Love. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jeffrey Simmons. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Locke. Flush to his right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3.
58's the mic.
Bravo.
Think you got it, son. 58's the mic. 58.
To throw is Locke.
There you go.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Gronk isn't he worth that? PSO.
They'll run here with Lindsey, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Exactly, he has 3-1 or 3-2.
Yellow. I go Hey,
watch the slant. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock,
in this franchise
really increases their chances of closing
after
this one
Super
out.
Bowl.
Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on first down, but
Bears
this one
gonna
winds
win
up to be
2-5,
incomplete.
2-4.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check.
Gonna go for 2 to win the game.
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, trying to get it to Woods.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation,
So bad.
throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This why I don't stream too much pressure. Emoji man face palm me with medium skin tone.
They come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Check tight. Press now.
The kid you're playing versus literally is missing his 2 front teeth and you are still getting slapped by him.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Notice the name no key.
And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
I ain't he capping man, doesn't he have his 2 front teeth?
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lost them in a bicycle incident.
At the line,
Keep
prepping
trying
for
to
their
affect
next
the
drive, the
game.
Bears
Emoji happy
offense.
tears.
They're
He
sort of
just
seeing
playing good.
themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 56 yards, and the Bears get a bit closer.
Let's get it.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosashan to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown, their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Two clock out.
I'm coming after you.
Another run by Lindsey. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Check three.
On first down, Lindsey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On second down, it's Lindsey. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown! Philip Lindsey saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just
Can
one
you
last
fucking
drive here
quit
for
so I
pride.
can stop
Some
watching
people
this
like
dog
to do
shit?
that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I
good.
just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
I got you, son. I got you.
To the air again, Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Marvin Jones. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. Now it's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Marvin Jones with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears cut into that lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The offense back out there at the line.